Hi, today I will define globalization. Although defining globalization has many meanings for different scholarly people, I choose the one that I think a better definition. Globalization is the word used to describe the growing interdependence of the world's economies, culture, and population brought about by cross-border trade in goods and services, technology and flows of investments, people and information, according to PIIE to 2021. In my own words, globalization is how people help the world become equal by exchanging products, services, economy, and changing communication process, exchanging information, and acceptance of the different cultures of the other country. And now let's proceed to disadvantages and advantages of globalization. We know that globalization also has many advantages and disadvantages in the continuous change of our world. I just choose 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages that I think are help us to make a better living and impact to our lives. First is advantages of globalization. First is economic growth. Globalization entails the optimum utilization of resources wherein deficit resources are procured and surplus resources are exported to other countries. This ensures overall economic growth. Example, as more jobs are created, income rise. Consumers have more money to buy additional products and services and purchases, drive higher growth. In this case, all countries want a positive economic growth. The second is spread of technology and innovation. Globalization affects our lives to make it easier, better than before. The internet, gadgets like cell phone, computer, and many more is our most powerful use for communication. Trade and gather information from other countries, even our country, are far away from each other. Through internet, it became closer today. And the third is access to new cultures. Globalization makes it easier than ever to access foreign cultures, including food, movies, music, and art. This free flow of people, good, art, and information, it reasons why we have a Korean, Thailand, and Japanese food restaurant and market in the Philippines. The music we listen, language we speak, and clothes we wear are inspired by other cultures around the world. So let's proceed to disadvantages of globalization. The first is environmental harm. The spread of industrialization is rising as an outcome of globalization. The industrialization is a big advance to economic growth, but it's also harmed the environment and the people. Various chemical industries use harmful chemicals and fertilizers to make useful products and release industrial waste into nature that cause harm to human life and the environment. Example of this harmful effect of products like soap, shampoo, muriatic acid, and gasoline. The next is the disease transmission. We can also get the disease of globalization because equipment, food, clothing from another countries such as infectious disease, tuberculosis, certain strain of influenza, and other infectious disease can cause outbreak in a level of epidemic. An example of this is the current COVID-19 pandemic that even came from China due to travel of different people in our country, and it spread even further around the world. And the last is losing a job and lack of skills. Although it's nice to speed up the work we have today, but in a modern world, most of the jobs including programming, robotics, and artificial intelligence that are sometimes no longer needed a worker. Because if this worker adapt to automation using their skill set is the most likely to find employment in the future generation. And there may be a higher unemployment rate if it's not prevented. Some people lost the opportunity to use their own skill. Example of this is company like Toshiba and Samsung, or most of their equipments are machine. They hire people as the same count of their machine. And that's it for today. Thank you.